Hi guys, it's Elisa Ace. Yes, channel name has happened, so don't freak out. It's still me. Just channel's now called Elisa Ace. I'm back, ready to make a lot of videos. I replaced my monitor, my speakers, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so I'm officially coming out to the world to tell everybody that I am a medium. Yeah, I talk to dead people. So there's that. Stick around, we need to talk. Okay, so I've always been fascinated with mediumship, but never in a million years thought that I was a medium or that I could be a medium. Ever since I could remember, since I was small, like my grandma's first house that I grew up basically in, I was always there, even lived with her for a while. That house was haunted, and I could just remember just countless times being a little girl playing dolls or whatever on the floor and just constantly feeling someone like right behind me just watching me, which is so creepy and scary when you're a little girl because you don't see anything, but you feel a presence, you know someone's there. That house was so, I mean, I love that house. Like I have great memories, obviously, but it was haunted. It was creepy. And so looking back, that was, you know, some of my first memories of being aware and sensitive to the other side, to the spirit world. I have seen spirits in many different forms over the years. So right before the C word happened is when, I guess I don't even, like the memory of how I became a practicing developing medium, it's like been wiped from my mind. It's the weirdest thing. Like I told you, I've always had a fascination with it. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember the show Crossing Over with John Edward back in the 90s. I've seen every episode twice. For years, I always looked up everything that I could get my hands on when it came to mediumship, but never thought that I was one. And the memory of how I started practicing on strangers, I don't know how I got to that point out of nowhere right before the C word happened in the world. But nevertheless, yeah, so I joined a bunch of groups, and for 2 years I was practicing every day, several times a day, on strangers over video, on Facebook, like Facebook video messenger phone or whatever. I would practice on strangers. It started off with me just being what they call a sitter, which means that you're the person that other developing mediums are practicing on. So I was somebody's sitter, some random new student, this woman, and she took her turn on me. She was brand new, so, you know, she wasn't so good. And then she's like, oh, never mind, I give up. She's like, your turn, you go. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going. I don't know how to do this. Like, you know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I freaked out. And she's like, you don't know me. What does it matter? Why would you care? Even if you do bad, what does it matter? You don't know me. And I was like, I guess you got a point. So she gave me a brief rundown of what I should try to do. And immediately I saw her parents in spirit, in my mind's eye. Saw the house, described the house that was, you know, built in the 70s. And so I was like, wow, okay, so we're doing this. We're going to become a medium. And you know, like, it's just, you know how you know when it's your life's calling, you know, because I've been through several different types of jobs and went to college for a couple of different things because certain family members tried to, you know, force you into it, and you just know right off the bat, intuition wise, that it's just not for you. And then one day comes and you're like, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is one of the, I mean, I have other goals and dreams, but this is my main goal, one of my biggest passions, because the person that this sounds horrible, but the most important person to me that I ever had was my grandma, and she's in spirit, she's gone. And I know what that feels like to be left behind and no longer have the person that meant the most to you. So, for me to be able to connect people to their loved ones, and offer that, you know, specific, just amazing type of healing, there's no feeling like it. That's one of the reasons I think that I'm here on this earth. So, like I said, I practiced every day, several times a day for 2 years. And then I went and traveled the country for a year straight, living off grid, van life, nomad, the whole thing. That was amazing. Probably one of the best years of my life. Lots of ups and downs, but still amazing. I didn't film when I was out there. I just wanted to be in it authentically and live it. So decided not to film it, and I don't regret that. So Was not practicing my mediumship when I was out there because, like I said, I was living off grid. Didn't have cell service a lot of places I was at. So I practiced on occasion, here and there, but for the most part, it was a break. And then also didn't practice when I moved back into town for several months. So year and a half break I took, which is a long time to take off of mediumship. And I've been back into it consistently, like 4 months, I want to say. Everything has changed in my mediumship. I was freaking out when I first came back because I wasn't getting barely anything. I wasn't getting the type of information that I used to get. And I broke down crying. I'm like, I've lost it. It's gone. I'm no longer a medium. But no, it's still there. You just have to work your little butt off to, strengthen your skills again and to get back into that mindset. So I'm back. Okay, I'm back. It just keeps getting better and better. And it's mind-boggling. I end every day with wow, especially as my mediumship continues to get better. And now I'm also doing animal mediumship. So I'm communicating with people's pets in spirit. And some of you are probably thinking like, what do you mean pets? Pets don't talk. There's no language barrier, if you will, with any souls, because animals and people both have souls in spirit, because it's a language of energy, a language of symbols, telepathy. So it's not like I see a dog talking. It's different. It's complicated. But yes, souls, whether people or animals, definitely can communicate. And when it comes down to it, it really is just telepathy with people who are in spirit, because they're still there. They're just no longer in a physical body. But the soul, because we're just energy, right? Energy can never be destroyed. It just transforms. So the soul of your loved ones is permanent. It's forever. They're just no longer in the physical body. So you can communicate with people in spirit. It's just as simple as that. I've proved it to myself 1,000 times over. I've done over 1,000 readings. And it never ceases to amaze me, the information that I get, the specifics, the details. It's just like, I just don't even know what to say. It is not an easy journey whatsoever, this mediumship, because in order to get better, it's hard to explain. Your personal self-development is forced upon you. You cannot just ignore what needs to be addressed in yourself and in your life and not take care of yourself and not do what's right and continue to get better in your mediumship. It doesn't work like that. Self-development goes hand in hand with your mediumship. So you have to do both. And mediumship progression is not linear, which a type A person like me cannot stand. Because everything else in life, right? Like, say you want to, learn how to ride a bike or play the piano. The more you practice, the better you're going to get at it. But with mediumship, the progression is all over the place. It's 3 steps back, 5 steps forward, and it's wild. You cannot have any control. If you're a controlling person, good luck to you, because you have to completely surrender and have full trust, and your emotions are going to be all over the place with it, and you kind of just have to go with the flow, because you're dealing with the spirit world here. There's no controlling it. You have to have complete trust, complete surrender. It's very, very in depth. Maybe I'm going a little bit too much into it because I'm just very, very passionate about it. But nevertheless, I'm here to come out of the mediumship closet. I am a medium. It is my biggest passion, and I am still developing medium. So I'm third year developing medium, which in the world of mediumship is definitely still beginner. In the world of just regular people, I'm more, I would say, intermediate. I'm continuing to practice several times, 6 to 7 days a week, because I'm obsessed. And it is my goal to go professional within a year. I want to say within a year. I did actually just start my new professional mediumship page on Facebook. If you want to go follow, I'm going to be posting spiritual content and reviews. People are already leaving me reviews, and as the days go on, there will be more and more and more. If you want to check out my reviews, it's Elisa Ace / spiritual medium on Facebook. So I guess that's it. I'm here to connect everybody to their loved ones, their friends, and their pets in spirit. I can't get enough of it, and I'm excited about it. And yeah, okay, so there's that. I talk to dead people. You're dead people. Okay, God, I'm feeling very awkward right now. Bye. God, what the fuck? Lost my train of thought there for a second. We're back. So with that said, I'm going to be posting, videos of all topics that refer to anything spiritual. I made a new banner, a new YouTube banner. Go to my YouTube, the top, and you'll see my new banner with my new channel name, and it lists all the topics that I'm going to talk about on this channel. But basically everything spiritual and esoteric, astral projection, self-development, law of attraction, manifestation, and mediumship, life after death. I have been studying these subjects since I was 17, so a while. Hush. And so mediumship is going to be one of the topics that I'll probably talk about quite a bit. I'm going to do videos about how do I connect with the other side? How am I getting this information? We'll talk about all those details. It's going to be fun. So if you're into this arena, if you're into the mystical side of life, the spiritual side of life, you're in the right spot. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Thank you. Especially thank you to my OG followers, and a special thank you to my new followers. I'm excited to be here, and I hope that you get some knowledge and have a good time at my channel. All right. So I'll see you in the next one. Love and light. Bye.